The Andrew Holness administration has turned to its international financial partners for assistance in lifting Jamaicans out of poverty, declaring that the current economic stability alone would not achieve this. Speaking ahead of a closed meeting with the World Bank, President A.J. Banga at the office of the Prime Minister in St. Andrew, Holness said that while Jamaica had achieved economic stability, poverty remained a challenge for the country and had worsened with the onset of the coronavirus pandemic. We have never taken our eyes off the ultimate goal of lifting every single Jamaican out of poverty. The Inter-American Development Bank, IDB, and the World Bank have been constant partners with us on this journey, he said. Holness said the government's challenge is to leverage this economic stability to support a pipeline of investments through partnership with the private sector to bring about infrastructural changes and increase economic good. We don't take it for granted that this will automatically result in a reduction in poverty. The government has to be very deliberate and instrumental in structuring programs that will lift people out of poverty, and the World Bank and the IDB have credible experience, knowledge, and of course, resources to assist us in crafting programs that will deal with poverty, be it informational, income dimension, and the access to services, he said. Added to that, his administration is seeking to work closely with the international financial institutions to navigate the multiple overhanging crises limiting state institution. Holness said that with the deep reforms undertaken to strengthen the country's economic and financial systems, its government must now contemplate deeper reforms of institutions and public administration. The digitization is another aspect of the reform that needs to take place in these institutions. 5 years from today, we can come back and look back and say we've picked a few things and we go about them well and we replicated them at a scale across your country to the benefit of your people, then we would have done a terrific job. News is taken from the Observer, and I'm just going to comment on it a bit. So, regardless of what you hear, people saying that poverty, it limits educational opportunities for girls and boys alike, of course, right? Without access to schooling, gaining that knowledge about sexual and reproductive health, contraception, family planning, general information about how your body works and what can happen if this happens, right? Increases the likelihood of unintended pregnancies. So lack of resources and opportunities, poverty can result in limited economic opportunities for young girls, as well as the parents sometimes push them into relationships because of the financial constraints at home, economic situations at home. You know how it goes. Like, not all parents will do that, but you have some that will do that. So, seeing it, you've heard it, right? So it's like a transactional relationship now. You give me this, I give you that. And that is no good for kids. That's just going to repeat the cycle. Our grandparents lived off the land. They educated their children, at least some of them did, depending on where you are living in Jamaica, the family. People born 70, 80, 90 years ago, 100 years ago, and they will tell you, no, we grew up really well. We had a lot of food. We had animals. We had land. We were never hungry. We went to school in nice uniforms and we were never bare feet, right? And then you have another set of people that would always be hungry. My mom's never there, or my father's never there, or, the family just had like 10 kids and they could not be fed, and all of this, depending on the family's gain, the strength of finances. So what does that tell you? Educate the kids first and foremost, and then things will go from there. But we keep falling in the same trap. Need to be taken out of this hole because you know the situation, you know the history how we got into this situation. Thousands need to be pulled up and out. As you can see, many millions of dollars, billions of dollars have gone missing. Buses are needed for kids, more hospitals with more equipment. A lot of schools still have the old style toilets, believe it or not, in the rural areas. A lot of schools don't have fencing, they don't have security, they don't have CCTV. So there's so much that can be done. They need training facilities, number one. They need more manufacturing jobs. People who want to start their own business, go ahead and do that. But we need to provide more opportunities. We need to be able to sell brand Jamaica more. There's so many things that you can look into doing and to create a business from that. But maybe you need help in starting or getting the thing off to a certain level, and then you're able to do it on your own. So the government should provide that type of training and support. There are opportunities, there are programs to help you in your business. You just have to go online, get the necessary contacts, and try to start your business that way. International financial help, because in this case, there's a lot of talk around it. So let's see what actions are really put into play. Thank you for joining me on this video. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Take care of yourself and others. Bye for now. See you on the next video.
Hey guys, it's Coach Tim with Independent MMA. This is Gabby. She's one of my students. As you can see, kidnapping, sex trafficking, it's dangerous as it can be. So what I want to go over now is if a kid is being took away from someone or someone causing damage to you, I'm going to give you 3 tips that you really should focus on. Number 1, we're going to attack the groin. Anytime I'm trying to close the distance and grab her, she has space. Groin kicks. Number 2, anytime that we're beyond that kicking range, if I'm grabbing her and choking her, I want her to start scratching my eyes, scratching my hands, arms, anything she can get. It's DNA underneath your fingernail. So now we have almost like a fingerprint of what's going to happen next. Number 3, this one is super important. Once we're in any position where I'm taking her very close distance, I want her to control my hands. I want her to bite. Anywhere she can bite me. A bite is a true fingerprint because your dental records go with you your entire life. 4